welcome to another video. Today we're going to be renovating another base game lot in Willow Creek, which is what we've just been naturally doing the last few videos. Like last time we did Crick Cabana renovation, and I don't know, I so badly want The Sims 4 to create like a season 2 of Willow Creek where it's maybe 10 or 20 years later, there's different families, some of the houses have become old and decrepit, other ones have been updated. I think that would be so much fun and would bring a lot of players back to the game. It'd just be a nice refresh and new townies, because I mean, we've had the same townies for what, 7 years now? God bless the pancakes, but I could do with, you know, the next generation of pancakes. Let me know if you agree in the comments down below. But this is what we did in my other video, which you guys can watch. We renovated Crick Cabana, and this is a really fun challenge, obviously, rebuilding all of these houses. However, there is a catch, and that is we're not allowed to spend any extra funds on the houses except for what they're already worth. So we can sell all the furniture and use that money to refurnish the houses. No CC either. Or we can use the funds that the existing family living in the houses has. Now today I'm not really sure which lot I want to do, whether we do a big one, whether we do a medium one, or a small one. Which one? I mean, maybe we work on the BFF household. So this house is a funny, kind of medium-sized house. And I think what makes it a bit funny is this like deck and yard area that's really, I don't know, it's really plain. There's like no landscaping in it. I guess because it would cost a lot of money to do the landscaping. But the actual house is pretty spacious. It's also very dark. So we need to put some saucy lights in there. That's what I'm gonna call them from now on, saucy lights. We've got a very incredibly dark kitchen over here. Cute little dining area. Huge lounge room. Like I feel like we could probably make this work a little bit more better. And then we've got 1, 2, 3 rooms, 1 bathroom. An extra 9K to spend. The other thing I'm wondering is if we give this a modern twist this time, or if we kind of keep it semi-traditional looking. Like, I don't think this is a very traditional looking home anyway. Honestly, maybe I will, maybe I'll keep the TV, but I think I'm just gonna delete everything else. I also think with the bigger houses, I might make those as speed build renovations just because they take so much longer to film in real time, and also you don't really get to see much. Otherwise the video would take like 3 hours if it was all in real time. So let me know what you guys think of that idea as well. Also, I'm filming this on Valentine's Day here. And James and I went out for brunch, which was really nice. Actually, I'm gonna keep this outdoor furniture. But I forgot to ask for everything to be lactose free. And everything I ordered could be vegan, so I just assumed it would be lactose free as well. But I think because I ordered a side of a meat dish, they must have thought, oh, we don't have to make it lactose free. And I think they just put heaps of butter on everything, because today I have been so sick with the runs. I know TMI, but it's been so bad. Like everything I've eaten, it's just gone straight through me. I know I really shouldn't share this with you guys, but I can't help it. I also think I'm gonna use this guitar. The other thing is, I wonder if you guys would prefer me to reuse more of the furniture. Like if we take out more key items at the beginning of these renovations. Also, this is interesting that we have $38,000 to furnish with. Like, I feel like that's gonna go a long way. Now, other renovations haven't been too bad. Now, some of these lights we can also delete towards the end if we need to. And in terms of this floor plan, I guess we want to keep the same number of bedrooms. It would be really nice to add an extra bathroom in here. And we can keep this as a main bathroom. We can probably just keep this floor plan. But even if we just added a little powder room, even just here, that could be a good idea. What are we gonna do to this roof and exterior? So I've been watching that show, Inventing Anna, on Netflix. And gosh, I absolutely binged almost the whole thing. I've got half of the last episode left to watch. I have gotten so into it. But then I was reading a little bit more about it, and some people are saying it's really bad because it's glamorizing scam artists. So I'm kind of like, oh no, maybe I shouldn't be enjoying this show as much as I have been. Certainly an interesting topic though. And because it's based on a true story. So, and it is about a girl who ended up going to jail for being basically a con artist. Okay, how do we like this exterior gray color? I'm actually really not liking these pillars, and these are 185 each. We can probably find something a little bit cheaper to put out the front. I mean, one of my favorite go-tos is obviously the eco pillars, but I don't really think that suits this house too well. Probably an experienced pillar makes the most sense. This is from Get Together. Yeah, that's nice. Just dress it up a little bit. So I guess in terms of the house colors, this is going to be like a darker wood home with some white trims. Not as bright and colorful as this other one. The good old Crick Cabana. Might fix up some of the trim around the house. That foundation's fine. Also, is it annoying anyone else that this is like slightly to the left and not centered? I think we could center it. I want to create a little bit of structure to this backyard as well. They say you should make zones in the backyard to make sense of the space. Otherwise, backyards and outdoor living areas can kind of start looking a little lost, can't they? Okay, we will get to that guitar in a little while. We could change this fencing to white as well, and it'll cost nothing more. I wish in real life we could change the color of things. Like, I would love to change the color of a lot of things where I live. But man, painting costs time and money. It's not that easy. Now, in terms of windows, I think we did like the Parenthood and base game look on the other house, so maybe we could go for Seasons, because Seasons windows are also not that expensive. They're like 30 bucks a window. Again, I wish this was real life. And you know, that looks nice. Actually, the more I look at this fence, the more I want to change it to white as well. Or would this one look better? And mailboxes are free. Can you imagine if you could get mailboxes for free in real life? I mean, maybe in some countries you can. If you can, that's amazing. What do we want for our front door? Maybe a Seasons door. Oh no, it's not gonna fit there. Okay, I might have got a little bit too excited with the windows. I'll have to do little windows. You know, it's funny. I feel like this door doesn't actually go with the windows because it doesn't have any black trim on it. So maybe we should do a feature door. I mean, I feel like this door looks better. So I suppose we are going for a little bit more of a traditional look. Slightly Hampton style. Okay, so we're going with a definite slight Hampton style of house or interior. So lots of white trims, maybe a little bit of a beachy feel. In a way, quite Americanized. But I don't know if you guys in the US will laugh at that, but that's like a thing in Australia. Your Hampton style has definitely come to Australia, and a lot of our homes even advertise as like Hampton style. It's very popular here. Okay, I may be spending too much money right now, I don't know, on these Parenthood counters, but I would love it if we can have these. I might have to go a little more cheap on the appliances. This kitchen is so big, and it's just chewing up a lot of our budget. I think dining might have to go just here. So I don't know how we're gonna go with money, you guys. Every video, I'm like, I don't know if we're gonna be able to afford much. And so far, we've actually done really well. But I don't know if our luck will run out this time. Also, cats and dogs have a lot of Hampton style things too. Like this light. How much did I just spend on this? 275 simoleons. Oh gosh, we probably don't have the money for this kind of thing. This Jungle Adventure light is only 175, and that still looks pretty good. I mean, the other thing is I don't want to make this place look too fancy. Ooh, cottage living light also works. This is only 90 simoleons. Because this is meant to be a more affordable area in Willow Creek. Not to say it doesn't mean you can't have beautiful homes in affordable areas. But like, I don't want it to look super fancy, you know? These chairs are 50 simoleons each. I mean, what we could do is actually have just 4 chairs with the long table. Maybe we can fit this over here. This floor plan is just so open, and it's so funny because usually I'm like all about that open floor plan, but today I'm just, I don't know, it's like too big for me to work with our budget. This kitchen is absolutely enormous. Oh my gosh, you guys, my audio just cut out for almost the last 40 minutes of filming. I'm so sorry. So I made a little bit of progress. This is how I ended up doing the kitchen. And then this is the living area. It's really not my kind of taste, but I wanted to give it a slight coastal vibe and make it seem like the people who live here really wanted to make their home look like the Hamptons kind of, or at least be a little bit influenced by it. So like the boat on the wall and, you know, some soft colors. It's very simple, but I'm also keeping in mind on our budget, which is now at $25,000. So now I'm working on the master bedroom. I'm so sorry I just like skipped through so much of that. The reason why is because I muted myself because I had to take a phone call and then I forgot to unmute it. Oh, deli. I wonder if we can maybe be inspired by this lamp and kind of base. Ooh, that's a nice olive color. Olive is a nice color. I mean, I do love this mauvey color too. Maybe we do that. Those side lamps are like more expensive than the tables. Good Lord. So we could reuse the same rug, because that does look really good in the bedroom as well. But is that weird to have the same rug in the bedroom and in the living room? We could go this one. Ooh, and then the walls could be purple. Or this like eggshell color. And size up this cottage living painting. You know, cottage living was a really good pack. I did like that pack a lot. You know, I think that was one of the only packs of like the recent ones that they managed to not leak, or Microsoft didn't leak. Would love to do a big built-in wardrobe here. That will cost 730 simoleons plus the price of putting in walls. It's like $1,000 to have just put this in. We may regret that in the future. So I'm waiting on a quote to put a wall like this in my IRL house. I really hope that the quote comes back soon, because we've been getting a lot of tradespeople to do quotes for us, and they come and look at the house, but then they just never get back to you. Which, I don't know, I don't really understand how it works, but I feel like it's a huge waste of everyone's time if you actually go to the trouble of going to someone's house and then you don't really want to do a quote for them. Like, what's the point of going to their house in the first place? So anyway, I'm really hoping that this person actually gets back to us, because I would love to get the ball moving, or at least know how expensive it would be. So, fingers crossed. And then the wall that I always use can be my IRL wall. That would be cool. Can I just center this? Much better. Okay, that's not a bad room. Like, that's pretty cute. It's actually really lovely. Okay, next room. Maybe we turn these rooms into kids' rooms just to make them more interesting, or a kids' room and an office, which obviously doesn't really suit the current occupiers, but Dream Home Decorator came with such beautiful beds. I feel like it's gonna work with our theme really nicely. Let's do this purpley blue color. I mean, whoever lives here, the sim must really like those like soft purples and soft blues. Like sometimes if you don't have any idea what color scheme you want to do, you can actually pick out certain pieces of furniture and be inspired by them. Putting the beds in the middle of the room like this would be such a huge waste of space, wouldn't it? Or we could kind of put them, this room's wider than it needs to be. Okay, I don't want to put like a table here and a table here because it will just look weird. So let's put a nice big console table between the two beds, and then that console table can share the bedside lamps. We'll do like a nice trestle table. Actually, I saw the coolest house for sale, which had such a nice room for kids. It probably would have cost so much money, this house. Like, it was a crazy house. It was also huge. So I can't understand how people maintain big houses. Like, it just must cost so much to maintain, and all the cleaning. This was kind of like one of those houses, like a really big house, but really cool and really nice. And then the kids' room, it was so clever. Like, it basically had a mezzanine level where the bed was. So cool. Aw, this bedroom is so sweet. I love it. The great thing with The Sims is you can just move the windows to go with your furniture. Oh, actually, maybe we should put the window out this way. So this would potentially be really good for some teenagers, maybe. Let's put in a toy box just in case you have kids. Or do we want to do 2 desks? I like to do desks at the end of the bed. That might be nice. And have the wardrobe over there. Although, hold on a second. This is gonna intersect the chair. Unless we move the door, which we can. How young are kids or teenagers getting their first phone these days? Or saving up for a phone and being allowed to buy one? Do you think this works? Or is it kind of weird having those desks there? I mean, the other thing is we could just have one desk in the room and a wardrobe, and that's it. We don't have to have the 2. I think having the 2 desks is maybe a little strange. maybe slightly unnecessary. We could have 2 toy boxes. That would make more sense. This koala chair is honestly so cute. I wonder if we'll ever get an Australiana pack. Oh my gosh. We could have real koalas in it. The Sims Down Under. Okay, I like this room. I think this room is very nice. Again, quite simple, but a nice room. And then this last room, I mean, we still have 19,000 simoleons. We really have done very well, if you don't mind me saying myself. Let's turn this into an office. Ooh, or like a little craft room. Oh, and we still have the guitar out here. Maybe the guitar can go in the lounge like that. Okay, where's my crafty packs? Nifty knitting, cottage living. Okay, and also this room, we don't have to worry too much about budget, so we can kind of go a little bit stupid and crazy with it. All I want to do is make sure we have a little bit of money for some more landscaping, and I'm happy. I'm happy chappy. Got cross stitch kit. We'll put knitting needles as well, or maybe we put that up here, these next to the chair. We can put some handmade cards over here on display. Oh, actually that reminds me, we should also have the decoration box from Seasons. And I also just realized we don't have any bookshelves. What are you doing, Deli? This always looks so good in a craft room, these boxes. Cute, 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 cute. I'll pop a painting over there. This one here. I cannot believe we have $15,000 left over still. This keeps happening, you guys. Like, I keep thinking we're not gonna have enough money, and then we end up having quite a bit to spend at the end, which is great because I can actually put some artwork in this hallway. Or a mirror. Mirror would probably be good. Put a mirror over here. Okay, what I'm gonna do is build a nice canopy over this area of the deck. And this is gonna look really, really pretty. This is like the oldest trick in the Sims 4 book at this point, I think. So you just draw a fence. I mean, the thing is, it is kind of expensive to build the canopies this way. But seeming as though we have extra cash to burn, we totally can. Maybe we should do a slightly different shape. It's what we usually do. Okay, then you get the laying low yellow flowers, and you can size them up using the bracket key, and you just kind of put them across the roof if you want. And once you've done that, you just cut out the flooring underneath. Sometimes it's easier to do the flooring before instead of after. Cute! And then we got like our nice little canopy off to the side, and it looks so pretty. Oh, I totally deleted a wall. Oopsie doopsies. Okay, now that we have 9,000 simoleons left over, we can do what I wanted to do or hope to be able to do at the very start of this build, which is actually put in some extra trees and extra landscaping. Because landscaping is surprisingly very expensive. Like, we can easily go through all of this cash from just landscaping. So it's a bit of a shame because right now it is probably spring, so we can't really see everything in bloom yet because it's only the start of spring. You know what? The romantic garden stuff pack actually has some of the most beautiful landscaping items. Like, I feel like in that sense, it's a really underrated pack because they're just so pretty, you know? So if you're a fan of landscaping, you might like that pack. And isn't that the one that the wishing well came in? Which is a really cool item as well. Like, so underrated. So this is gonna end up being such a beautiful leafy green home with a nice garden that you can get started in. Heck, we can even put a sprinkler in. Oh, and we got this beautiful monkey bar item too in Romantic Garden. I think that's so pretty and magical. Okay, I'm really going to town with all of this landscaping. I think we're gonna actually have a fair bit of money left over, which is okay. I don't think like, this challenge isn't spend all the money you can. It's just make the place look better. And if I have one tip for you guys, it's never ever forget to terrain paint. Terrain painting just finishes off your lot so beautifully. It makes it look 10 times better than it would otherwise. Maybe even 20 times better. It doesn't even take you very long. You can just kind of go for a squiggle around. There you go. Fade it all in. Oh my gosh, this house is so pretty. Okay, so we have $6,000 left over. Let's do the grand tour. Okay, so here we go. Oh, it's kind of dark, but you know what? The house is basically the exact same shape, except we have this beautiful awning out the back. And we've just given it a paint job and some new windows that happen to be glitching out. So I think even though it's nighttime, the house looks a lot better. You know, actually, we could have probably put some pot plants out on the deck. And here we go, inside. It's a very cool room, like in terms of it being made up of cool colors, greens, purples, grays. And you know what? I think this is a much better use of the space. We don't have that tiny, sad dining table in the corner anymore. It's expansive. The kitchen's really lovely and big. And then the backyard is so pretty. Ooh, missed a few tiles up there. And look at this. You can do a heap of gardening, monkey bars. This house is really good because you can expand it as well. Like, it's quite a big lot. First room here is our little powder room. Could definitely add a shower if you wanted to. Then in here is the craft room or home office, whatever you want it to be. An extra bedroom if you please. Across the hallway is the twin room. This house is very cohesive, like greens, purples, grays, natural wood tones. And then in here is a lovely master bedroom, very nice as well. Very simple. I really like this little corner actually. And then in here is the bathroom. We have a bath, shower, basin. You know what? I think this is such an improvement on the old house without having to change it all that much or even spend that much extra money. I think we spent like $3,000 extra. And just to finish it off nicely, I'm gonna put some plants out the front. Little chair here as well. Actually, why don't we do that cute double front door chair thing that I always see? Yay! Now it's completed! Cute! Well, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know which house you'd like me to renovate next. I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're on the world, and I look forward to speaking to you all soon. Bye-bye!